Let's make our way into tabletop position, and we're flowing through our cow and cat to begin. So fingers are spread nice and wide on your mat. Inhale, scooping the tailbone to the sky, use your extend through the spine, rolling shoulders back. Exhale, tailbone tucks, belly button draws the spine, chin to chest. We'll keep flowing here with your breath. Each inhale, lengthen and opening. Exhale. Now doing a little bit of reading about breathing, and through animal studies they were talking about how the attachment of the diaphragm to the body and the taking your spine into extension gives you that little bit more room to fill and inflate the body. And as we exhale, we assist the diaphragm lifting up into the ribcage to squeeze the breath out. If you'd like to continue for the next 4 rounds with toes tucked, we'll tuck all the toes underneath. Inhale. And exhale. And one more round of breath. Let's flatten the tops of the feet back onto the mat, spreading the fingers of the right hand nice and wide and lifting your left arm high to the sky. Now as you're extending the left arm up, turn the palm of the hand in, draw your shoulder blades back, take one more inhale, and then on the exhale thread the left arm under the body, maybe the shoulder or ear comes down to the floor. Inhale, reaching high to the sky, exhale, thread. One more time, breath in. Exhale, threading under the body. So once you're in your threaded needle here, we'll hold. We'll start to reach the left hand further under the body. Maybe the right hand to the sky. You can wrap around your back and gently taking hold of the left thigh. And if you take the bind, draw the right shoulder back and continue to twist into your threaded needle. If you're in your bind, release the right hand, reach it to the sky. Right hand comes back down onto the mat, left arm reaching high. And both hands return to the floor. Fingers of the left hand spread wide, right arm sweeps to the sky, breath in. So turn the palm of the hand in, draw the shoulders back, take another inhale. Threading as you exhale. High to the sky, breath in. Threading, exhale. And repeat that one more time, breath in. And threading, exhale. This one will hold, so making sure that you're comfortable here in your twist. Reaching the right hand further under the body, with the option to take the left arm behind the back and binding on the second side. You're in the bind, left arm to the sky, left hand comes back down. Right arm all the way up, breath in. Both hands down onto the mat, exhale. So we're keeping the hips directly above the knees as we move into our extended puppy pose, walking the hands forward and beginning to melt the heart down through the arms. Nice big opener for the shoulders. And we're going to take this from a passive to an active range. So that means as you inhale, chin to the chest, round and arch the spine. On the exhale, melting the heart back down through the arms. So inhale, chin to chest. Make that arch mainly through the thoracic spine, so the upper back. Exhale, melting back down. 2 more, breath in. Exhale, breath in, exhale. Sphinx pose, forearms to the floor. Bring the shoulders forward to sit above the elbows and lower the hips down. Draw your shoulders back. Draw the belly button in. So from our Sphinx pose, a little bit more active through the spine, we're going to start to float the hands back into baby cobra. So the hands or the thumbs are going to come back roughly in line with the belly button. And we draw the shoulders back. And from baby cobra to child's pose, tuck your toes. Take the hips all the way back to heels. Exhale. From child's pose, we'll begin to extend through legs into your downward facing dog. You can take a moment here to walk out through the legs left to right. Lots of length through the upper body that we've just worked through, opening up. So pressing evenly through the hands, shifting the floor away, scooping your tailbone towards the sky. Start to slow that walking motion, downward facing dog. So maybe the heels press back. If not, they can be slightly lifted with a bend through your knees. And we're taking a scoop of the tailbone under the body, trying to draw the tailbone towards the forehead. As you flex through the abdomen all the way through to high plank, stacking shoulders above the palms of the hands, above your wrist. And while we keep that tight flexion through the body, we just slightly lower the hips, heels and shoulders in line. So from high plank, lower knees, chest and chin. And then scoop and slide through baby cobra. This time from baby cobra, we can press the tops of the feet into the floor, lift the thighs, and start to extend through the arms into your upward facing dog, rolling your shoulders back. And we can either meet through child's pose or straight to downward facing dog as we roll through the feet and press all the way back. From downward facing dog, right leg high to the sky, breathing in. Right foot steps through between the hands, exhale. Lower the left knee to the mat and sweep your arms to the sky, breath in. Squeezing left hip forward as you draw your right hip back. Cactus the arms, exhale. Sweep the arms high to the sky, breath in. And then bring them to the inside of the right foot. So we're going to start to swivel the hips to open to the long edge of the mat as we're coming into Skandasana, our deep side lunge. So we have the right knee and toe, they're tracking out in the same direction. The left foot, I prefer to have the sole of the foot pressing down, but there's always the option to roll up onto the heel. We're just going to take little pulses here into the right side, starting to open up your hips. And then for 3 more pulses. And then we start to shuffle the body back around to face towards the front of the mat. With the hands to the inside of the right foot, we're in our lizard lunge. You can keep your left knee floating off the mat. More support, we can bring it down. We can walk the hands all the way forward, coming onto tips of fingers and hugging the right knee towards the side of the body. And square up through the hips, really pulling the left hip forward as you draw the right hip back. Keep the shoulders rolled back and the heart lifting forward. Hands come back in line with the foot. And we're taking the right leg high to the sky into a 3-legged dog. Now in your 3-legged dog, shoulders stay squared. Right heel draws in towards the glutes. And then lift the right knee high to the sky, opening up your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Each breath in, lift your knee a little higher. Each exhale, squeezing the heel in more. Breath in. Exhale. So we're keeping a canopy position when we're in our 3-legged dog. And then as we exhale, knee draws under the body towards the chest or forehead into a tiger curl. So inhale, up, lift and open. Exhale, tiger curl, knee towards chest or forehead. Let's go for 3 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. And last one. Exhale. Three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, breath in. Left foot steps through between the hands, exhale. Lower the right knee to the mat and sweep your arms to the sky. Square up through the hips, cactus the arms, exhale. And then reach them high, breath in. This time hands come down to the inside of the left foot and we're shifting into Skandasana on the left side. So extend the right leg, turn the hips towards the long edge of the mat, knees and toes pointing out the same direction, and we're taking little pulses this time into the left leg. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands walk around back to the front of the mat. And we're setting up for that lizard lunge. So we either have the back knee floating or bring it down to the mat. Square and squeeze the hips forward. Walk the hands all the way out in front if you'd like to move deeper. Nice and light on tips of fingers as you hug the left knee to the side of the body and rolling shoulders back. Hands then walk back in line with the left foot. I'm going to send the left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. And we're going to bend the knee. Squeeze the heel in towards the glutes. Shoulders stay squared as the hips open towards the left side of the mat. Inhale, lift the knee higher. Exhale, squeeze the heel in. Let's add our 5 tiger curls. Inhale, hold. Exhale, knee through to chest and forehead. Inhale, back to the sky, open hips. Exhale. 3 more to go. 2. And last one. 3-legged dog. Downward facing dog. And taking small steps all the way to the front of the mat into your ragdoll. Dropping forward, slight bend in the knees, option to take hold of the elbows and sway left to right. Hands release down to the mat, chin to chest, belly button draws in, keep a slight bend through the knees as you roll all the way up through your vertebrae to your mountain pose. Head and shoulders lifting last, shoulders a couple of rolls, forward, up and back, arms by the side facing forward. Arms sweep up and overhead, breath in, and we'll fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Left foot steps to the back of the mat, exhale. Lower the knees, you sweep your arms. And cactus the arms, exhale. Reach the arms high to the sky, breath in, straighten through legs. Swivel to the long edge of the mat. And we're dropping back into Skandasana into the back leg. So all the way to the back of the mat. Hands can come down for support. So we're going to use the power of the back leg to press ourselves up. We're going to float this all the way through to, let's come up into our warrior 2 first. So we extending through the back leg, bending into the front knee, and the arms open at shoulder height. So the hips still open to the long edge of the mat. Nice and deep in your warrior 2, arms reach out again. Shoulder height through tips of fingers. Flip and reverse the warrior, inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And exhale. Straighten through the front leg. And hold the reverse shape. Inhale up through center. Squeeze the glutes, twist the feet into the mat as you reach forward into Trikonasana with the right hand either coming to shin, ankle, or maybe to the floor, the left arm to the sky. bring both hands down, soften into the right knee. We'll step the left foot through to the front of the mat, taking a half lift. Fold them forward. And then bending into the knees, hips lower back, chair pose, arms sweep to the sky. Knees draw back just enough to see the toes, give them a wriggle, drop the hips a little deeper, draw the belly button in, reach up high through the tips of fingers. Inhale. Folding forward, straight legs, exhale. Halfway lift. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Lower the knees, sweep the arms to the sky. Cactus arms, exhale. Now as we reach the arms to the sky, we straighten through both legs. Turn to the long edge of the mat, turn the toes out, Skandasana into the back leg, exhale. Now this goes to warrior two. So we straighten through both legs, bend into the left knee, open the arms at shoulder height. Flip in reverse warrior. Straighten through left leg. And Trikonasana on the inhale, up through center, squeeze, reach, and bringing the left hand to shin, ankle, or floor, top arms to center. Both hands come down to either side of the front foot as you bend into your left knee. And we'll step the right foot through to the front of the mat, half lift. Folding forward. And returning to chair pose, knees bend, and arms sweeping to the sky. So that's our little sequence, and that's what we'll add our weights into. So inhale, hold. Exhale, bring weight into the right foot and slide your left leg back. Lower the knee, and we're just going to take a weight, one weight in the left hand. Take it up, and then we're sweeping back, straight arms, bending into the elbow and extending to the tricep. Bend the elbow and extend. So just the left arm moving here, we can use the right arm for support. We can bring to the floor or to the top of the front leg. Getting that left elbow and arm nice and high to get full extension and length. And we'll go here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weight into the chest and bring the torso up. We take that lunge back into Skandasana, so straight through both legs, turn to the long edge of the mat, and dropping into the left knee. Now we're going to use the power of the leg and the press overhead. And we'll go for, let's go for 12 of these. So it's going to look like this, straight through the leg, overhead press. And back down into the left knee. For 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up, turning the right toes to point forward, warrior two, bending into the right knee. We just got the weight in the back arm here. So we're reaching out through the fist. We'll flip the front palm, we'll add the reverse. Now a little bit different here. As we straighten through the front leg, bring the arms back to shoulder height. We're just going to take a little hop on the back leg so it comes to about a meter's width from the front leg. Bring the weight to the chest. Use the right hand as a guide to slide down your front leg. And so we press the weight overhead. Keep your eyes up there on the weight, and then we start to hinge at the hips into the right hamstring. Just coming down to whatever depth works for you before we drive the hips forward and come all the way back up. For another 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. Keep your glutes squeezing, legs completely active. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring the weight back to the chest. Swivel the hips towards the front of the mat. Take the arms back. And as you sweep forward and through, chair pose. Arms at shoulder height. So we're just going to take bicep curls with the left arm. And we've got 3 different rounds where we take the palm in different directions. We're going to start with the palm facing up. And we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take the chair a little bit deeper and turn the palm into face as if you are facing towards each other. So a neutral grip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then we do palm facing down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weight into the right hand and slide the left leg all the way back into your lunge. That's right. I think we're going to end up with the weight in the wrong arm here, but we're going to start with the right arm nice and high, and we're going to do our triceps, kicking back. We've got 20 of these, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And with the weight to the chest, bring the torso up. So we do want to switch the legs because we want to take our Skandasanas into the right. So let's step the right leg back. We'll straighten through legs, swivel to the long edge of the mat, and we're dropping over into the right knee. So the weight comes to the shoulder, and we've got 12 pressing as we extend through the legs. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, straighten up through the legs, open the arms at shoulder height, warrior 2, lunging into the left knee. So we just do a static hold here, rolling shoulders back and down, checking that the core is switched on. Before we add our reverse, flip the front palm and reach to the sky. Straighten through both legs. And then we take a little hop of the back foot, about 1 meter in behind the right, and come all the way up to standing. We're bringing the weight to the chest and pressing overhead. Squeeze the glutes, left hand is your guide as we look up towards the weight and we hinge from the hips. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up, bring the weight back to the chest, swivel the hips towards the front of the mat, take the arms a little swing back, and as they swing forward, shoulder height, chair pose. This time let's bring the right hand in by our side, palm turned up to begin, bicep curls, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neutral grip, so palm facing in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pronated, palm turned down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for another round. Bring the weight back over into the left hand. Stay nice and deep in the lunge, sliding the left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the knee, and we're starting with those tricep kickbacks to 20. Get the elbow nice and high and extend. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weight comes into the chest. Nice long Skandasana as we take it to the back of the mat. And then press the 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little different this time. Come down deep into Skandasana. Start to swivel the right toes to point forward. And we're going to take this all the way up into Ardha Chandrasana, which is your half moon. So you may want to release the weight completely. Otherwise, we do a little launch forward, balance, open the arms, and stack the hips. So once you find the balance here in half moon, then we can always use the back foot for more support if you prefer to bring the toe tips down. Otherwise, we'll stay lifted. We're going to do a little delt fly with the top arms. That's a straight arm. We bring the hands down to meet, and then we'll reach it back to the sky. 10, 9, 8, challenging on the balance, right? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come to the floor and square your hips up. So the gentle or the regressed version of what we're about to move into is we start to bring the left knee in towards the right and then down into the legs, and then we straighten through the legs and stack the hips. Knees together, a slight bend, and then open. So the hips are going from a closed position facing forward to an open position facing the left side of the mat. If you'd like to make this a little bit stronger, then we can take the left knee to the outside of the right leg as we bend down, and then we lift it open. We've got another 5 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it in, knees together. Take hold of the weight in the left hand, stepping the left foot about 1 meter behind the right, driving through the front leg as we open all the way back up to standing. Weight comes to the shoulder, and then we have these windmills, almost like your Parsvattanasana or pyramid shape. So guiding with the right hand, squeeze the glutes as you press over the head for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As we bring it in, hips face towards the front of the mat, arms sweep back. As they sweep forward, we'll hold that chair pose. This time I'm going to hold this position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands come back to the hips, bicep curls, palms face up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palm face in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palm facing down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weight comes into the right hand. Right leg lunging all the way back, lower the knee. Give the legs a little bit of a rest. I'm sure they're burning a little bit by this point. We'll start with our triceps. Elbow nice and high. We'll go for 10, also this is 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight to the chest, torso comes up. Swivel to the long edge of the mat, Skandasana, overhead press. Dropping into the right leg, and then let's press for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set ourselves up for half moon. Option to keep the weight or release. Point the left toes forward. Give it a little bit of a hop. Stack through the hips. Open through arms. And then once you have that balance, we can add the delt fly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come down to the mat. We'll square up the hips and draw the knees in towards each other, a little bend. And then we extend and open the hips. Draw them in and together, hips square. Extend back and open. In and out. So for the next 5, if you'd like to make that a little stronger, then we bring the right knee to the outside of the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot steps about 1 meter behind the left. Weight comes into the chest. Bring yourself all the way up through standing. Left hand is the guide down the front leg. Top arm pressing overhead in from the hips. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight comes to the chest, hips face towards the front of the mat, arms a little sweep back, bring them up and through, chair pose. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Into our bicep curls, palms facing up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palm face down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the weight. Sweep the arms back to the sky. Still in chair. Sweep the arms back. Diver still in chair. Nice and deep through the legs. Sweep to the sky. Drop the hips even lower. Sweep them back. Exhale. Sweep to the sky even deeper in chair. Exhale, sweeping back. One more, lifting high to the sky. Sit bones lower all the way to the mat. Come up into our Navasana, lengthen through the spine. Lift the heels of the feet first. Squeeze the thighs in tighter, maybe floating shins up parallel, or extending out through the legs, point through the toes. We'll hold that load for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Low boat, begin to flatten the lower back to the mat. Head, heels and shoulders stay lifted. 10, 9, really flex and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep holding, take the feet wide. And then let's crisscross them over top of each other. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep holding that flexion through the abdomen. Bend the knees, feet come to the floor. So head and shoulders still lifting. Trying to pull the lower rib in towards the hips. Or we'll do some heel taps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And nice and slowly rolling head and shoulders back onto the mat. You might like to take your feet as wide as the side of the mat here and just rock the knees from left to right. Knees through center, feet and knees hip width distance apart and heels close enough that you could just brush with your fingertips. Using that activated core that we just switched on with that little bit of core work to support lower back as you lift the hips high into bridge, up through each of the vertebrae, shoulders walking back and down, hands down by your side, or maybe you prefer the interlaced fingers behind the back. 5 breaths. Hands are interlaced, release, hold for a breath in, and rolling through each vertebrae, hips coming down to the floor. We'll stay in our bridge setup. There's the option to move into a bind here, which is going to work or lengthen through the quadriceps a little bit more. So this bind is taking hold. You might need to walk the feet a little bit closer, where we wrap our hands around top of the ankles. So now as I come up into bridge, I can hold this bind, walk the shoulders back, and drive the hips high. It's basically like doing a reclined camel pose. So shoulders pressed back and down, back of the head gently resting into the mat, driving hips high to the sky. Belly button pulls in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release the ankles that you've taken that bind. So roll the hips all the way back down. Feet again out to the long edges of the mat, out to the sides, and we'll just give them a little rock on left and right. We have glutes a little bit of a stretch with our reclined figure of four. Keep the right knee bent and cross the left ankle over the top. Toes drawing back towards your left knee. You might like us to stay here with the shoulders back and down and the feet to the floor. Otherwise, to move deeper, we keep the shoulders pressing back. You start to draw the knees in towards the chest, taking hold of the back of the thigh, or maybe holding your shin, drawing the knees in. As you release your figure four, you can either unravel legs and take knees together, twist to the right, or we can take the left leg all the way around, maybe the foot behind the back of the right calf. If you take a bind, we'll shift the hips over to the left side of the mat as the knees lower to the right. Shoulders stay pressing back. Legs back through center, unravel if you've taken a bind, square the hips back to the center of the mat. This time left knee stays bent, shoulders back, right ankle crossing over the top. And if you like to draw them into the chest, gently draw knees in, keeping head and shoulders back. Into your twist. So finding or take the knees together. We're just going to lift the hips towards the right this time as the knees lower to the left. Legs back through center, unravel, bring the hips to the middle of the mat, give the knees a little hug into the chest here, maybe even drawing circles with the knees. Let's take 5 breaths in a resting posture of your choice, whether that's legs extended into your Shavasana, or the soles of the feet together, the knees dropping open wide. reach and stretch the body into a full body stretch. Arms overhead. Point through the toes. Inhale. Open mouth side. Release. Exhale. Giving your knees one last squeeze in towards the chest. Little rock from left to right. Rolling all the way down to your right side. And then making your way to a seated position on your mat. Sweeping the arms wide, overhead, pressing the palms together. Your prayer passing through the center of the body, all the way down to the rest of your heart. Breath in. Bowing forward as you exhale. Thumbs coming to meet between your brow. We say to ourselves and each other, Namaste.